Hmm?
Okay, I think we're back on.
Give it a minute.
Is it happening?
Is it...
Not just yet. Give it a few more seconds.
Okay. Oh,
Hey.
okay, we're on then?
You can see that it still says offline for me.
Don't worry, it's there.
Okay, so we are on then.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good. Welcome back, everyone.
There we go.
Hopefully we didn't lose too many people over the break. Well, as we left, Sarkin, a Grenadier named Tortul had just introduced himself to you and was... Sorry, I'm looking at the stream. You can hear or you can't? Never mind. We're last we have left off.
Yeah, don't worry.
Yeah. A Grenadier named Tortul had just introduced himself. You had identified you pretty right off as one of the Black Seed, and pretty much doesn't seem to have any issue with your presence. How would you like to address him?
Oh, what? Did the big black tattoo on my forehead give it away?
Very much so, yes.
You're...
I
Yo-
really should do something about that. Maybe grow my fringe out a little bit.
Perhaps. In truth, though, I was wondering when more of the seed would show up. Your associate, Yolan Tao, arrived some time ago. It was rather interesting to see him wandering about the base. Him and that other corpus don't seem to be getting along all that well. Tell me, what exactly is the seed doing here? Merely attempting to disrupt the corpus's grasp, or something more nefarious?
I can't imagine why we would want to disrupt our own compatriots. That would be, well, larcenous.
Yes.
It's not what larceny means.
Maybe
Be
it does.
quiet, you are a Grenier.
Maybe.
You're also not here.
I didn't say that in character, I'm just saying, it's not what larcenous means. Gruda doesn't know, but...
Oh yeah, you're
But
here
you'll
as well.
know.
You're just hanging around next to me while I'm
Yep.
having this conversation with a weird Grenier.
Again, Tortul kind of chuckles at this. Yes, I suppose it would, very much. Would be a surprise. He looks up at Garuda. A pleasure to meet you. Madam. I don't believe I caught your name. Or yours, as a matter of fact. He says again to you, Sarkin.
Well, my name is Groucho Martin, Sarkin Base.
Oh, God damn it.
Your suffering gives me happiness.
Grudavon, apologies. The corpus sent a clown instead of an auditor.
It is not surprising, at least from most of them. He again sort of looks at you, Sarkin. Well,
Fair enough.
well, I do hope we have the chance to talk in the future, but for the time being, I have business to attend to elsewhere. Good day, sir. He turns and then kind of looks back. Oh, yes. If you're looking for your compatriot, he is in the viewing room. I think he might be rather interested in seeing you. You have arrived. And then he walks off.
He's talking about Tao?
Yes.
Yeah, Yolan Tao. Also, remind me what that Grenier's name was, so I can make a note of it.
Tortul.
Tool.
I'll send it to you a message. I'll send it to you in a message so you can get it written down.
Another
it's fine,
advantage
I've
to
got it noted.
text campaigns.
Oh, that's spelled a lot differently than I thought.
Hey, so... Yeah, let's cut back to Drake here for a moment. You said you were heading down?
I was checking out the ruins.
Okay, yeah, you,
No, I said I was just gonna take a quick look at the ruins to see if they were Orokin or something else.
Okay.
Just because it caught Drake's attention.
Okay, so you make it to the viewing room ahead of time. You see a corpus with a actually hold on a moment. Can you give me a perception roll at all, or?
I don't think I have perception, so
You always get perception.
yeah, I know. But it's wisdom, right?
It's literally
Yes.
the most used skill in any game.
Oh well, I'm glad I'm not the only GM who uses
Look
it
at
a
it.
lot.
So.
Yeah, give a perception roll. And let's see what you can match.
Damn.
Damn, indeed.
Wow.
I see all.
See forever.
Okay, as you look at the corpus, you notice that he too has this black tattoo design on his face, and it looks very similar to the one that Sorkin had. What do you want to do? The window is to your left. The corpus fellow is across from the room. Through the window, you can definitely get a look at the colony below and everything.
Alright, so what is the corpus doing?
He's just sort of standing around. He actually doesn't seem to have noticed you walked in yet.
Alright, so I'm gonna just creep to his side with arms crossed and go, hello there.
Yeah, he notices you kind of coming up on him, and he turns to greet you. And when you say hello, he nods back, looks you over, and nods again. One of the Inquisitors I see here to search for Orokin relics, I take it?
I'm actually always searching for them, but that's not the reason I'm here.
Oh?
I actually came in with one of your, and I motioned to his tattoo on his forehead, one of your friends.
Ah, so Sarkin has arrived then. You are in his group. Fascinating. Then you are the council representative the Grenier sent. Or one of them,
I'm not
at any
mad.
rate. Fascinating, fascinating. I must admit, I am surprised to see that the council sent a inquisitor. From which faction do you hail within them?
I am from the Vorian Armada.
Most curious. Most curious indeed. As you probably guessed, I am of the Black Seed myself. Our groups share something of a similar opinion. Well, have a similar opinion of those around us, I mean to say. We are not looked upon favorably by the Greater Corpus. And, if I am not mistaken, the Armada is also held with some suspicion.
Can I at this point enter the room? 'Cause since I'm heading this way anyway.
Direct, you want to say anything directly in response to his, I forgot his name here. To Yolan's last
Tao.
statement? Yeah, to Yolan
Yolan,
Tao's
yeah.
statement.
Yeah, I just say, yes, we are, let's say, more open to others than the rest of our compatriots.
Just a group
Yes,
of-
everyone hates everyone for stupid reasons.
Sarkin. It is good to see you have finally arrived. I was beginning to worry that you were being held up. by the bureaucracy of our compatriots.
The Grineer have barely invented bureaucracy yet. We've had practice at it for centuries.
Yeah, yes. This is
And it
true.
shows.
They barely waved any paperwork at us at all. I was so disappointed. I brought a notepad and everything.
Indeed. Truly, though, I was worried the board might slow your advance. They have been less than accommodating for us in the area, I'm afraid to say.
Well, what else is new?
Indeed, indeed. Tell me, have you all ventured down into the colonies yet? I mean, he seems to be looking at you with a bit of a there is more to this statement, Sarkin.
Yes, I can tell. No, I did bump into a acquaintance of yours, one, Turtul?
Ah, yes.
Grineer.
Yes, him. An interesting fellow, him. You know, I've something of a rather interesting story around here. Apparently, he actually pauses here, and he looks at the two, and he looks at Gruda and Drake. Excuse me, my friends. Could you perhaps give us a moment? We have some personal matters to discuss between us.
I look at him and say, it's okay, I had something I needed to do here anyway. Suit yourselves. And I go look at the ruins.
Alright, are you Gruda?
Gruda
Yes, we need-
is slow to accept that, but after a second she wanders off.
Yes, do not worry, we just need to discuss my uncle's rheumatism.
He watches both of you as you step away. Particularly, he watches Drake with interest. Then he turns back to Sark and leans in a bit closer. There are rumors that the Tortuz fellow, he has a tendency to disappear from time to time, as it were. Rather curious. Not even the Grineer know where he goes off to. He is seen
I
heading
like him
down.
already.
I like him too. He is seen heading down to the colonies.
Oh wow, that's a little, I did not need to know that.
Yeah, wow, this is... Just get to the point.
He is seen heading down to the colonies, and after that, nothing until he returns sometime later. It's very curious, if you ask me.
Well, I shall look into matters. You can count on it.
That is what I expected to hear from you, Sarkin. Oh, also, another representative of ours, Farah Jen. She and others have set up positions throughout the colonies. He moves in a little closer and sort of whispers a bit more to you. If you can find her, she might have information regarding our business here.
Understood.
Good, good.
Uh,
Good. That's what I like to hear, Sarkin. The seed will be pleased to know you are dealing with this well. Okay, so Drake, you're looking out the window at the,
Alright.
You're looking at the window at the colony below.
The ruins?
Yes. Yes, Yeah, can you give me a lore Orkin roll?
Sure, 1 second.
Yep.
Oops, I'm sorry. It's my push to talk key.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I
38
have. Let me try here.
out of...
Yeah, that's a pass.
Yep,
I have 47 Laura Roking.
That's one success. Remember, you get a one reroll on a skill roll per session if that skill is one of your class skills, and Orokin is. Do you want to try and roll for a lower number at all? You can pick
I wouldn't.
the better roll. You can pick the better roll.
28 is pretty good.
Yeah, I know I can, but I don't know. I think that's good enough.
Okay, so you look down at the colonies. It's a rather average looking place. It doesn't have any of the gold or innate designs you're horribly familiar with when it comes to Orokin, but you can, in sort of the masonry, see that there was a sort of passing here through them for it. And this is just on a very sort of surface level. So the layout of the colony below has a distinctly Orokin feel to it, in a sense. Sort of curvature, designs. You also notice that there seem to be places that are pretty barren compared to the rest of it. Like there was something there that was taken away long ago. And you also notice, as you look down, that the colony descends deeper than this first level. There's at least and of course you already knew that there were many sub-levels to it, but it's actually more apparent than you might have considered. And there are clear exits and entrances to these sub-levels. Just sort of, it's not like they're hidden from sight.
All right, I'll take that into consideration.
Okay. At this point, Yolan walks up to you again, Drake. Fascinating structures, aren't they?
I still concentrated on the architecture without looking to him. I go, yes.
Did you know that before the collapse, this area once was home to one of the Orokin executors?
No, actually, I'm sorry, go.
No, it's fine. It's not something you hear often in Grineer circles. Once, he points to one of the barren spots noted before, an Orokin tower stood there, majestic, golden ivory. The very thing I'm sure you're very familiar with in your line of work. And then, when it all came to an end, he sort of waves his hands, vanished, gone, never to be seen again. I have often wondered what happened to it.
Yes, my only concern is that the history of this place may be connected with the recent attacks.
He looks at you and raises an eyebrow. Do you think? Interesting proposition. Whoever's here is after whatever might be left. And trust me, he smiles at you. In my line of work, I have found that no matter how often a site is raided, ravaged, there are always things left.
I nod without looking away from the ruins.
He sort of smiles to himself, turns and kind of gives a bit of a very slight bow. It's not at all like half-hearted like Sarkin tried to do with Commander Fool, with the captain earlier. It's just not that deep. It's a very shallow bow, but very earnest. I would be curious to know how your investigations go, and you seem to be just talking to everyone in general here. Do fill me in next time you have a chance to visit. And he turns and walks out, giving Sarkin sort of passing glance as he goes.
So we're looking for a syndicate
Yes.
that is interested in the Oroku?
According to Yolan, yes. According to Yolan and possibly Drake, they both seem to suspect now that the syndicate might be interested in the Orcan relics around here. Well, supposed
We don't know
Orcan
which
relics, if
syndicate it is yet, do we?
if any are actually still here. This site has been sort of ravaged by time.
Like, we don't know which syndicate it is, or...
No,
like,
there's no information.
responsible specifically?
It's, well, basically, to the Grenadier and Corpus, any group that works against them, that is any of the terrorist groups they encounter, they are basically sort of filed under and suspected to be one of the syndicates. So it may not even be one of the syndicates at all. It may be a completely unrelated group as far as you all know, but it's just sort of the information you were given. It's one of the syndicates. They don't know which. And you're here to investigate, so, yeah, looking down at the colony, what's your next move?
I just, first of all, I just go back to the group and tell them what I found about the underground layers.
We gotta get down there.
Alright, so you all want to head down to the colony now, then?
If there's anything still interesting about the Orokin here, it's gotta be on the underground tunnels.
Alright, so there's a lift down to the colony, a bit of a ways away. You can head towards it if you want. So I'm going to assume you actually already sort of gravitated around there.
Yes, pretty much. I'll follow them.
Alright, so when you arrive at the lift room, you actually see a curious figure. You see a type of person you have not yet seen around here today. He's dressed in this very sort of ragged clothing. Not like Grenier ragged, piece together armor or anything. It's just kind of average day-to-day clothing. Definitely not the type of thing a corpus would be seen wearing. And also, he is most certainly not one to Grenier. He is a very sort of average-looking type fellow. Kind of not exactly well-built or anything. A bit lanky, but it doesn't look like he's hard-pressed for food or anything, and he's sort of standing just in front of the lift, sort of waiting for it to show up as well.
Well, currently I suppose there's no real reason to bother him.
Alright, so you guys just want to wait
Yeah,
for
I keep an eye on him, but other than that, I don't bother him.
Alright then,
Well, could I try and get a better look at him, I suppose?
sure thing,
My...
yeah, give me a, you want to go up and try and get a better look at him, or do you just sort of want to look at him from afar?
Well, we're going to be waiting for the elevator, so it should be easy enough to get in close. Right?
Okay, yeah, but if you, like, get up closer to him while you're waiting for the elevator, he's likely going to take notice. If you want to wait and try to get closer to him while on the elevator, you'd be able to do so without really drawing any suspicion to yourself.
Yeah, sure. I'll do that then.
Alright then, so you all just wait for the elevator. It shows up empty, as you might expect. The Grenier manning it off to one side, his little cupboard of wires and things and whatnot, motions for you all to get on. The man and all three of you step on, and the lift starts to descend. Alright, so you want to try and get a,
Wisdom perception.
yeah, if you want to go ahead, well, if you're on the elevator, yeah, give me a perception roll, actually, still. If you can,
Yeah, this is going to be bad, because my target is 17, because I have 7 wisdom and 10 perception. So this isn't going to work. I figured, hey, why not?
Well, no. Here's the thing. Like, since you're on the elevator and you're pretty much in, like, arm's reach of the guy, even though if you're not going to be talking with him or anything, you're going to be able to look at him either way. But if you want to roll a perception roll, you can get, like, a better look at him. Sort of look him over, up and down, without really drawing any attention to yourself.
Hey, I did it. Dead on.
Wow. Just
Alright, so you look the guy up and down. It's, again, it's very ragged clothing, sand-blasted, tanned and burned out with the sun. But all in all, the man himself looks like he's actually in fairly good condition. What you do notice, though, is now on his left arm, which he has very slightly turned away from you, there is a Grenier badge sort of pinned there.
Alright.
Yes, it's obvious this guy is one of the colonists to you, but the Grenier badge, that's not...
Yeah.
Actually, can you give me a knowledge local as roll as well?
See, I knew it would come in useful. Okay, let's see. Knowledge local is 20, and is that intelligence, did you say?
Yes, that's intelligence. You have 36 total.
Okay, so... Yep, 36. Here goes nothing. What's this be really shit? Ah, no.
Yeah, you feel the feeling something is off about the fact that a colonist is wearing a Grenier badge, but, you're not exactly sure what it is. This is something you see normally, but you don't really pay it as much mind as you might have otherwise. Okay, so you want to do anything else while you wait on the elevator, or just wait for it to hit the ground and roll on?
Yeah, I don't have anything I want to do.
There's not all that much to do
just
in an
wait.
elevator.
Alright, so it hits the ground, it opens up the Grenier in the little cupboard control room down on the ground, sort of waves you on. The colonist gives you a kind of glance look, and then steps on himself. He seems to be in a bit of a hurry. In fact, actually, Gruda, did you have perception?
I do have perception.
Give me a perception roll from you.
Yeah. No.
Nah, nothing. Yeah, you don't see anything out of the ordinary with him. Yeah, he just sort of glances back at the three of you and kind of speed walks away. Right, so you guys going to depart from the elevator?
I approach Sarkin.
Okay.
Yeah, as we get up the elevator, I approach Sarkin and just nudge him and point towards the guy, like in a motion as to ask him what he thinks.
I don't know. So that badge, it doesn't mean he's a slave?
I don't know, but he's acting awfully suspicious.
Okay, well, I can follow him. No big deal.
Yeah, let's meet at the entrance of the tunnels. See if you can find anything, but don't follow him too far. We're waiting for you.
Right. Okay, I go off and follow him.
Okay, so you guys split off again into your own little groups. Let me just make a bit of a visual. Wrong button. Okay, yeah, thank you.
Yeah, that works.
Yep. So, actually, hold on, Modi. I can do this better. So, I go to split off into your own little groups here right now. Kind of head off on your own. Now, here's the elevator where you headed out. Then, not regular. But here's the elevator where you headed out. Sarkin's headed off on his own, maybe sort of rounded a corner right out here, headed off down one of the streets. There's 3 other streets sort of split off in direction, 2 other streets just sort of split off in directions not headed in the way he was. One kind of heads a bit more to exactly towards the center of town, the other, kind of heads around, kind of stays along the rim, about the same as Sarkin here.
Yeah, I want to keep an eye on him until he like turned the corner or something, and then I'm gonna head towards the entrance to the underground.
Well, they're both going to lead towards entrances. There's quite a few of them around the area. It's just a matter of, do you want to head closer to the center of the colony, or a bit further, or just sort of hang along the rim-wise of it?
I don't know. You wanna? I guess we should go towards the same direction and then just head up to the nearest entrance.
Okay, so yeah, head towards the center of the town then. As you walk through the streets and whatnot, you just sort of pass by colonists and whatnot. Every last one of them sees both of you and kind of shies away, but it's obvious from their eyes that they are a bit more intimidated by Gruda.
Truth.
Yeah, so,
what's their intimidation, by the way?
so what?
What's what?
I was just asking Gruda, what's their intimidation skill?
Intimidation skill is...
Just out of curiosity. If you don't want to tell me, it's okay.
It's not actually that high, but it is used by my strength, which is pretty high, so...
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, this isn't with you actually...
It's not bad. It's not bad.
Yeah, this isn't even with you doing anything. This is sort of you walking by and they're sort of shrinking away from you, just your presence. So you guys just want to keep heading towards the center of town and see what you come across, or want to maybe look for something a bit more, head towards the entrance to the thing and sort of see what you come across, or you want to perhaps look around a bit more as you go?
Yeah, I just wanted to like walk slowly, keep an eye out on the locals, but other than that, just head straight for the entrance, if that's alright with you.
Okay.
Good.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty fun.
Okay, so you both just headed straight for the entrance there. You hear some talking off in the distance, some kind of loud spiel. You can't make any of it out, but you guys just keep going about it on your own way. Yeah, let's cut to Sarkin here, and you're still trailing the colonist with the Grenier badge. Exactly. So, how are you following? Are you kind of like staying back out of sight, kind of just tracing his movements around corners and whatnot, or are you trying to just make it look like you're just heading down the same path?
Well, so how crowded are the streets? Are there other people around?
It's fairly... It's not abandoned. It's fairly busy on the street you're on anyway. It's not like they're shoulder to shoulder though. Mostly it's a bunch of people sort of going about their own business, going on their own way. There's like wagons and stuff they're kind of carrying behind them. It's busy, but it's not like a bustling.
Okay, I'll trail him a good few meters behind, but just keep
So not
walking
really-
along nonchalantly.
Okay, so not really hide yourself, you're not trailing him, you're just going down the same way as him. Right,
So that'd be probably bluff instead of stealth. Because you're not trying
No,
to...
I mean, I try to stay out of sight.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm not gonna make you roll for it.
Hiding in plain sight would be a different thing.
Yeah,
I'm bad at hiding in plain sight.
I'm not gonna make you roll from that. He's not really glancing over his shoulder or anything. He's definitely trying to go somewhere. Alright, Alright, so you guys, you just follow him for quite a ways. Head down the street more. He's pretty much following on the same path. He's not really taking any of like the side streets around. He's just heading directly somewhere, and pretty much leading you in sort of like very different way from where. If I could select you properly here. I think I just ruined your glasses. Very much a different way from where.
Oh no.
Gruda and Drake are sort of headed. Okay, so you follow him for a ways, and then he finally makes a turn. You turns a corner, and you lose sight of him for a little bit. You don't. So what do you want to do? He's gone out of your line of sight for the first time since you have been trailing after him.
So is he just ducked down a side street? Is that what's happened?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, this is where I go into stealth mode and attempt to follow him without being detected.
Okay, give me a stealth roll here.
With pleasure. Okay, I believe that is 50 again. Stealth 20. Yes, it is. 50, come on. Damn it! Gah.
Can you reroll it?
I could, but honestly, I'm going to save my reroll.
I mean, when else? Like, this is probably a pretty important part, but okay.
Well, I could fluff it again, though.
Well...
Okay,
Remember, it's not re-roll and you have to take the second roll. It's re-roll and then whichever you want, you take it. You pick the lower one, pick the higher one, whatever. So you're gonna re-roll it again, or you're just gonna kind of follow along still?
Alright, go on, I'll re-roll it. Yes, that's what I'm talking about.
Alright, you...
Nice.
I am a ghost's fart.
Yes, you duck into sort of the shadows cast by the kind of tarps and whatnot blowing overhead. The shade. It's not exactly thick for the day, but you manage to use it to its best effects. You fall down the side street, which is pretty much just one big shaded area with an entire canvas listed over it, and as you turn the corner, you see a door close. Very lightly, without any urgency at all to it. How do you want to approach this?
Right. What does this building look like? Does it appear to be a residential building? Is it a shop?
Yeah. Basically, this entire area is nothing but these very sort of sand-blasted, carved out of rock kind of structures. This is actually less quality than the Grenier. This is less civilized than the Grenier. Well, less modern.
Okay, but does it look like a residential building, or does it appear to be something else?
Yes, it very much looks like a residential building. There's no sign out. There's nothing that seems to indicate this is like a shop of any kind. There's also no one around. Yes, there is there's one window. It doesn't have like a frame or anything. Just sort of has this tarp in front of it. It's about basically on the second story, right above the door.
Well, I would like to climb up and peer through it.
Okay, do you have the climb skill?
No.
Do I have? No, I don't. Sorry, I don't have climb as a thing. I think that that would be athletics or acrobatics. You don't have either.
No. I have neither of those.
You don't? No, you don't. Well, yeah, I am looking right street.
Can I take it? Can I use intrusion?
Yeah. Go ahead and roll your intrusion for this.
Okay, that's 32. Here goes. Oh yeah.
All right.
Damn these rolls.
All right, sort of right on the dime. Okay, it's kind of difficult for you to get up there, but you manage to get hold of the windowsill. Do you want to go ahead and pull yourself in, or just sort of hang there for a moment? It's not like anyone would be able to see you.
No, I'd like to peer in.
Okay, so you peer in, you see what amounts to be a bit of a hallway. It's again just a lot of stone. There's no furnishings or anything. Actually, there is a bit of a furnishing. There's like a cart. There's a bit of a tarp, bit of a carpet here. And on the inside, you actually note that the doors are kind of well quality. Compared to the wooden bat crap door that you saw it close, these are actually they're actually kind of metal. They're not exactly high-end security doors, but it's definitely obvious they'd be a lot more secure than anything else in this house would be.
Okay, so I'm going to pull myself into this stage and have a look around.
Okay, as you pull yourself in and you kind of take a look around, you start to hear something approach from upstairs at the far end of the hallway. He's very slow. He's definitely not in any rush.
Can I duck in?
Yeah, you can duck into one of the doors if you want.
Okay, so
one on your left, one on your right.
So tell me about the doors. Okay, I'll duck left.
Okay, yeah, the door opens. Can you actually give me another intrusion roll for this?
Oh, okay. Not stealth?
No, not this time.
No, I'm good at stealth. I'm not intrusion.
Intrusion is like hacking, or?
Yeah, like hacking, open these doors.
Bad roll.
Okay, yeah.
What? The door was open. I was walking through a door. I was going. That doesn't require me to intrude, does it? I mean.
Well, here's the thing: is these are not
whatever.
your average outside doors. If you wanted to try and open the like door downstairs, you would have been able to open that just fine. Sort of walk in. As you go to this door, you actually find that it's locked. Not just like lock and key lock. There's like a passcode to this that you don't know. It's all in Grenier numbering. It's all in very much unfamiliar territory for you. You got the footsteps are drawing near. The footsteps are drawing near. You kind of see a shadow being cast from what looks like to be candlelight coming up the stairs for you.
Okay, I would like to vanish and then press myself against a wall, not getting in the way of any doors or anything.
Okay, give me a 1d6 roll just to see how long you're able to remain vanished. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's a 3.
Yes. Yeah, let's say it's like 3 minutes, 4 minutes. So the guy finishes coming up the stairs, and it's of course the same color as you've been trailing this far. He heads to the left door and punches in a security key. It opens with a bit of a creak.
I would very much like to know what that key is.
Okay, roll perception.
Okay, perception. It's not terribly great. Wisdom perception. I have 7 wisdom and 10 perception. Okay, it's a 17. 99.
I'm blind.
I'm blind.
Yeah, you.
Wait, I suddenly realized that because I'm invisible, I'm curving light around me, so no light is getting into my eyes, so I'm blind. And I have a moment of existential crisis.
You give out a silent,
I don't
muted
think it works
scream.
that way.
You give out a silent, muted scream.
A
The
moment
guy.
later, I realized that.
Screens internally.
You kind of
I realized it
stand.
doesn't work like that late.
The guy. Yeah, you just sort of stand there, a bit of confusion, looking at the thing, like, crap. How do Grenier numbers work in? Is that even Grenier? Dang it! I might need glasses. The guy kind of looks around over his shoulder a bit, walks in the door right as it starts opening, and closes it behind him.
Closes it, you say?
Yes.
Not if someone puts foot in it.
This is... Okay, fair enough. Yeah, so you want to go and try and put your foot in the door? And stop it?
Yep.
It's like
trivial action.
initiative?
Putting my foot in the door is just when he's like, eat your way. Surely that's a trivial action.
Yeah, that's pretty much trivial action, but it will break your stealth and he will see you.
Suddenly
Oh,
a
really?
foot appears.
So you want to go ahead and do that still, or?
Well then, can I instead attempt to slip door before it closes without it stopping the door from closing?
Huh.
Stealthily?
Yeah, I still kind of feel like this still would kind of count as intrusion, if not acrobatics and stuff, but you know what, I'm going to leave it up to the initiative roll here.
Okay. Right, my initiative is D20 plus 3. What do you want me to roll on it?
Basically, it's going to be a roll between your initiative and his initiative. Was he able to close the door faster, then you could kind of sneak into it. So whoever rolls highest between the two of you.
Okay.
Okay, so go ahead and roll.
Alright, here goes. Oh, that's not good.
Nope, that didn't work at all. Sorry.
I win!
D20 plus 4.
Wait, whoa.
Wow!
Extras. Oh,
But he basically, no, he just
slams that shit in my
he
face.
slams that door right before you lunge.
He's angry.
Yeah, he's definitely trying to not let anyone follow him. He's definitely, well, excuse me, no. He's definitely trying to maintain some semblance of privacy for himself here. Well, you're not quite sure, actually. You're not quite sure what he slammed for, but he definitely wanted that door closed. So yeah, you're not getting into that door at this point.
Just for as a precaution.
Yeah. You're not getting into...
Fine then. Let's see if I can find a glass that I can use to up against the door and listen in.
Well,
No,
this
I'll
is
just listen
just... It's very much just sort of an empty hallway, but if you want to, like, look downstairs, maybe?
Can I press the side of my head to the door? Can I hear any sounds coming from inside?
Yes, actually. You're kind of muffled moving about. There's not exactly a lot going on in there, per se, but, he's definitely moving about. He's definitely moving something about in there. Sounds maybe like another door or something. Something slides across the floor, and there's a bit of a creak. Metallic creak, as a matter of fact.
Secret passage.
Although you're not quite sure if that's like from this, like it's being filtered by the door to sound metallic, or if it's just something in the room that's actually metallic.
All right then. I'll go have a look guys now then. Just a quick glance around.
All right.
I'm holding everybody up right now.
Okay, so you head downstairs, and right as you exit like the bottom of the stairs and start looking around, you can tell this guy is living on pretty well. You know colonist standards. You came from a colony yourself once, if I recall correctly.
Yeah, not that I remember it.
You remember the poverty. You remember what it was like to live in crap conditions for it. You don't remember anything, any desires of once from that time, but you remember it was terrible compared to what you are now. And this guy's not living that bad. It's a very kind of fine furniture looking around. It's
certainly doesn't fit his clothing.
Yeah, certainly not. It's definitely like someone is helping him out here. If you kind of look around the kitchen and you find there's like well-stocked food, and not just like rations or anything, but actual food, like someone had hunted something and given it to him. Or
I would like to. Does he have any chocolate?
Give me a perception roll for that.
No,
Roll
no
for chocolate.
No chocolate for Sarkin. No.
No, all you find is vanilla. All you find is vanilla.
Damn it. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I think at this point I will leave and rejoin Mare and Gruder.
Okay, as Okay, so Mary and Gruda, you're all just sort of hanging out by the entrance to the... You're just heading about... You're hanging out by the entrance to the underground, right? Well, like the first underground lair still. What have you been doing in the
Yeah, pretty
meantime?
much.
What have you been doing in the meantime?
I don't know, just looking around, seeing if there's anything suspicious. But other than that, I just wait.
Gruda is unhappy. She doesn't like waiting around.
Oh, hey guys, thanks for waiting around. Sorry, I had to stop and search someone's kitchen for chocolate, but thanks for hanging around.
Alright, it's understandable. So you're ready to go in there?
Gruda just cracking her knuckles at this guy.
I just pat Gruda on the back and say, "Don't worry, you'll get your action soon enough."
Okay, so you're gonna tell the other two sort of what you saw in that house, or you kind of keep that to yourself? Okay, so you tell them about the guy was clearly living pretty well and whatnot.
I tell them that he's definitely hiding something. I'm not sure what yet.
Alright. Okay, so you guys want to go ahead and start descending down into the, Well, actually, how do you guys react to that?
Like, Gruda leaves the information gathering to these people.
Okay, so you kind of just like, whatever.
Yeah.
Like, that's cool.
Yeah, Drake is interested in this guy, but he is more interested in the Ark and ruins, so he'll leave that for another time.
If you want me to scare the crap out of him, let me know.
Yeah, we could press him after we check out the underground.
Yes, no one ever expects the Grenier Inquisition.
Nobody.
I think that was actually the joke I had in mind when I read that. When I wrote that. So yeah, you guys descend down to the lower level now?
Yeah, unless you guys want to do something else, I guess we're doing.
Yep, let's go.
Right.
So what is it? Stairs, elevator?
Yeah, basically just stone stairs. Stone stairs leading down. They haven't quite been maintained, but they're not in terrible condition. However, as you start descending, there's an explosion from right behind where you were standing previously. Smoke and fire fill the alley, fills the street, maybe about 20 meters away from you, and figures run through it. Opposite direction. Yeah. So yeah, hold on.
So there's an explosion some distance away from us, and people are running at us.
Yep.
Yeah, let's give him a second to make the map.
So, the stairs are here. You all came from, roughly the same street angle right here. And the explosions... The street's a bit wider than that. It's from... Where's that button at? Is control click? No. Well. So, there's the explosion comes from right around there. That far alleyway right there, about 20 meters away, and figures start running towards you out of it. They stop as soon as they see you, and you see them.
What do they look like?
They're red veil.
Oh. called it. I didn't say eating.
Good.
I called it in my head.
It's a pair of Red Veil soldiers. And 2 Steel Meridian following up behind them. They spot you.
Nice hat.
Oh god, that one's the Pope. Everybody run.
They spot you, stop where they are, and raise their weapons. They are clearly ready to fight. And it is here we are going to take our second break of the night.
Aw.
We'll come back and we'll
Alright.
conclude this battle in the third and final hour. So, yeah, I will see all of you back here in 10.
Okay.
Alright.
Alright, catch you later.